with it, my Nola Child family? It's your boy, the host, Kai the Great, aka Cobra Kai, and welcome back to another episode of the Nola Child Podcast. This is where we chop it up about our beloved New Orleans Saints and the New Orleans Pelicans. Y'all know what I mean? But family, we are back once again in the chop shop. So y'all know what it is. You already know. Y'all know what we about to do. Y'all know what we finna do. And without further ado, let's chop it up. And today's episode is brought to you by your host, the one and only, your favorite unk, this YouTube channel / podcast. And let's not forget, more importantly, y'all, my Nola Chop It Up family. Y'all the only sponsors I need at this point. Y'all support me, I support y'all. Simple as that. We ride together, we die together. It's Nola Chop for life. My Who Dat gang, my Flock Up gang, my Nola Chop gang. We reppin' Saints and Pels all day, every day, 24/7. Y'all know what I mean. But family, man, what's shucking? What's shucking with y'all? Man, I tell y'all what's shucking. Them damn Saints. That's what's shucking. You know what I mean? We riding high, man. 2-game winning streak. Our first 2-game winning streak since last season, man. When we had beat the Carolina Panthers and the Dallas Cowgirls. You know what I mean? So it's a great feeling, though. But that's not the only thing that's shucking. Our quarterback, y'all, our franchise quarterback, yes, he's our franchise quarterback. Y'all got to get on board. That damn Tyler Shuck, man, he just keep on shucking, man. Shucking and jiving on the field, y'all. But I'm going to dive deep into everything, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be a quick stream, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to keep y'all too long today. But y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, share and subscribe to the channel. Turn y'all notifications on, you know what I mean? And the Nola Chop Podcast, man. We all back in full effect. We in the building. We all here. Let me get a shout out to everybody that's in the chat real quick. One time for the one time. Let me see who in here. Who in here, y'all? Who in here? As usual, as always, man. My A1 since day one. My dog OGJP. Big Jerry G. What's down with it, Jerry? Jerry saying we getting shucked tonight. We getting shucked tonight. We getting shucked tonight, bruh. Jerry, like, you know, Who Dat Nation? You already know, Jerry. Who Dat Nation all day, every day. I'm still sweeping. You still sweeping? I saw that little video, Jerry, man. You still sweeping, dog? I was sweeping too. I was sweeping after the game, bro. It's a beautiful feeling. It's a beautiful feeling right now in the city. You know what I mean? Tyler freaking Shuck. Tyler mother shucking Shuck. You already know, Jerry. And yeah, we are shucking and jiving, man. We shucking and jiving. We were shucking and jiving on the Panthers, though, man. You know what I'm saying? I got the highlights up right now on my flat screen. You know what I'm saying? So, but man, let me dive deep real quick on these stats, man. One time for the one time, though. Hold up. All right. Time of possession. The Saints got that 31 minutes to the Panthers 28. Total yardage, we got that 337 to their 281. Passing yards, we got that 256 to their 154. Rushing yards, they got that 127 to 81. First downs, we got that 27 to their 15. Penalties, they had the most penalties in the game. They had 11, we had 9. Turnovers, they had 1, we had 0. Sacks allowed, man. Tyler Shuck got sacked 5 times, y'all. He was running for his life. Our offensive line need help. But they still held it together, though. And Bryce Young, he got sacked 1 time. Total plays, 63 to their 56. Let me run down the Panthers stats real quick. Hold up. All right, Bryce Young, he finished with 15 out of 24, 163, 10.9 average, 1 touchdown, 1 sack, with a passer rate of 96.4. Rushing yards, hold on. Bryce Young, 7 attempts, 49 yards. Rico Dowdle, he had 16, 49 yards. Chuba Hubbard, he had 8 carries for 29 yards. But we really kept them dudes in check all game. So that was a great feeling, though. That was a great performance by our defense. You know what I'm saying? So even though I think Rico Dowdle had a touchdown. Yeah, he had a touchdown on Sunday. But still, it was kind of like the same performance our defense had on the Panthers, last month when we beat them. So that was a great performance by the defense, though. All right, today wide receivers. Coker, he had 4 catches for 60 yards and a touchdown. Leggett only had 2 catches for 39 yards. All right, Ted McMillan, 2 catches for 25 yards. Trumbull, they tight end, 2 catches for 13 yards. Chuba Hubbard only had 1 catch for 9 yards. J.C. Horn, 1 catch for 7 yards. Sanders, he had 2 catches for 5 yards. Rico Dowdle, 1 catch for 5 yards. All right. Kick return, Chuba Hubbard had returned twice for 50 yards. Rico Dowdle 1 time for 23 yards. And ETN 1 return for 25 yards. All right, today defense, Scott, he had 6 solo tackles. Let me see, hold on. J.C. Horn, 6 solo tackles and 2 pass deflections. Mike Jackson, he had 5 solo tackles and 1 tackle for loss and 1 pass deflection. Smith Wade, he had 3 solo tackles. What was it, Bobby Brown? Bobby Brown, he had 3 tackles and a half a sack. Rosebroom, he had 3 tackles, my bad. 3 tackles and a sack. Morig, he had 3 tackles. And Robinson, he had 1 tackle. Brown, they got another Brown on their team. Brown, he had 1 tackle. Noom, he had two tackles, 1 tackle for loss, and 2 sacks. Ransom, he had 1 tackle. And Scorton, he had no tackles, but he had a half a sack. And Gibson, he had one sack, 1 tackle for loss, and 1 sack. And 1 sack. So, all right, that's the Carolina Panthers stats. Let me go to the Tile Boys real quick. Tyler freaking Shuck, like Jerry said earlier. Tyler freaking Shuck. All right, hold on. All right. He had a monster game, family. Tyler Shuck finished with 24 out of 32, 272 yards, a touchdown. He got sacked 5 times, like I mentioned, with a passer rating of 110.4. Fire game by Tyler Shuck. All right. Our rushing, Tyler Shuck, he led the way with 8 attempts, 32 yards. Devin Neal, he had 7 carries, 28 yards, and a touchdown. He did went down after that touchdown. You know what I'm saying? So I hope his hamstring injury ain't too serious. You know what I mean? But shout out to the others, though. The others are Evan Hall. He had 4 carries for 12 yards. And Estime had 3 carries for 11 yards. Taysom Hill, he had two attempts for 2 yards. I think the Taysom Hill experience might be over, y'all. Sorry to say. All right. Receiving yards, Chris Olave. He had 6 catches for 85 yards and a touchdown. My dog, Devon Villey, man, he just showing up and showing out, man. He had 5 catches for 69 yards. Estime, he had came out big and on that last drive. 3 catches for 39 yards. And Kevin Austin, he had came in for Devon Villey. He had a shoulder injury. He had 3 catches for 33 yards. Juwan Johnson, he catching everything now, y'all. He had 4 catches for 30 yards. And Jack Stoll, he had 1 catch for 7 yards. Mason Tipton, 1 catch for 5 yards. Devin Neal, 1 catch for 4 yards. Charlie Smith, 2 out of 2. 47 was his long. You know what I'm saying? So he made all these kicks. Shout out to Charlie Smith, man. Kick returning, Evan Hall, he had 3 catches. My bad, not 3 catches. 3 kick returns for 72 yards. Mason Tipton, 1 return for 19 yards. To our defense, Jonas Sanka, 3 solo tackles, 1 tackle for loss. Chase Young, man. Chase Young, he stepped up big on that last drive. He had 4 solo tackles, 2 tackles for loss, and a sack. Oh, my bad, y'all. Hold on. My bad. Lost my. All right, I got it. All right. Jonathan Bullock, he had 2 solo tackles. Jordan Howden, 3 solo tackles. Demario Davis, he had 4 tackles. Kool-Aid McKinstry had 3 tackles. Quincy Riley, 2 tackles. Quincy Riley had a big game, too. Brian Percy, he had 1 tackle, 1 tackle for loss. Cam Jordan, 3 tackles. Alante Taylor, 2 tackles. Pete Werner, 3 tackles. Chris Rump, 1 sack. 1 tackle and 1 tackle for loss. Nathan Shepard, he had 1 tackle. And Devon Garshaw, he had 1 tackle, and guess it, 1 tackle. So, but that's it on the stats, y'all. That's it on the stats. You know what I'm saying? So, but on to the game, y'all, man. I ain't gonna spend too much time on the game, but my bad. But down to the fourth quarter, though, y'all. I'm gonna start with the drive where we had tied the game up. The connection with Tyler Shuck and Chris Olave, that connection right there on that drive was all them. You know what I'm saying? That drive was just textbook by them. You know what I'm saying? Because Chris Olave had caught everything. He caught everything that was thrown to him on that drive and got us that touchdown and we tied the game up. You know what I mean? So, and then the Panthers came through, got the ball. They was driving for a little bit, but then we had stopped them. You know what I'm saying? So on fourth, I think we stopped them on fourth down. That's what it was, and they had turned the ball over on downs, and then we got the ball back. We went down. We went down in their territory, but we had came up short on the fourth down play. Well, with Tyler Shuck, you know what I'm saying? Tyler Shuck, he he came up short on that fourth and one run, you know what I'm saying? So which turned the ball over on down. So and after that, Carolina came back. They was driving for a little while, and then Chase Young, man, Chase Young had came through and stepped up, sacked Bryce Young, and then on the next play, Chase Young stopped Bryce Young again. You know what I'm saying? So that was 2 huge stops by our defense and 2 huge stops for Chase Young that got us the ball back with a little time that we had left. It was like 52 seconds left on the clock. You know what I'm saying? We got the ball deep in our territory. Talsha came out poised in great rhythm, threw the ball to Estime, screen pass, 19-yard play. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Estime, man. He had came out big. And then Tyler Shuck went right back at Estime on the next play. Got us 9 yards on the play. You know what I mean? And then the clock was ticking. I think we had like 24 seconds left, so we had to take a timeout. But then Tyler Shuck came back out, threw a nice lateral pass to Chris Olave. Got us in their territory a little bit, like right there, I think it was like on the 49-yard line. I want to see. But then next play, quarterback draw. Tyler Shuck, I didn't see that play coming. Tyler Shuck did a quarterback draw. He had gave himself up, and old boy Ransom had came in and hit him. You know what I'm saying? Which caused the penalty and the flag, which got us right in scoring position for the field goal. You know what I'm saying? Game-winning field goal. Which I gotta say this. That was a great play call by Kellen Moore. You know what I'm saying? Like that whole drive by Kellen Moore, that was just a great play call throughout the game. You know what I'm saying? But Kellen Moore really showed his ass on that last drive. Not just that drive, but the drive that got us to tie the game up. You know what I'm saying? So Kellen Moore really is improving with his play calling. So shout out to Kellen Moore. But Charlie Smith came in. You know what I mean? Hit that game-winning field goal. Got us up 20-17. 2 seconds left. Carolina couldn't do much or nothing with that 2 seconds, so game was over. And we broke out the brooms, y'all. We broke out the brooms. We swept the Carolina Panthers, and we're on a 2-game winning streak. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to us, man. Shout out to the Saints, and shout out to Tyler Shuck, man. Tyler Shuck, I said this. Tyler Shuck is our mother Shucker, y'all. He's our quarterback. I know a lot of people still on the fence with Tyler Shuck, but y'all need to get on board, y'all. Y'all got to get on board. I mean, this man is doing his job. You know what I'm saying? He more than a game manager. You know what I'm saying? But Tyler Shuck, man, he doing it all for us right now. And I had his back before he even much took a snap in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? That quote that he said that he ready to fight and die for New Orleans. I know I mentioned that a whole bunch of times on this podcast. But him saying that made me become a fan right then and there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to have to try to get me a Tyler Shuck jersey once the season ends. Or probably I might try to get one before Christmas. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to have to try to get one. But I'm riding with Shuck, and y'all need to ride with Shuck. You know what I'm saying? So, but my game balls, though, man, like I said, Tyler Shuck, he deserved a game ball, man. He had put up monster numbers in that game against Carolina. You know what I mean? So he was like, 24 out of 32, 273 yards and a touchdown. You know what I mean? He doing big things for us, man. Y'all gotta get on board. You know what I'm saying? So he deserved my game ball. You know what I'm saying? But I got more game balls to give out. Before I get into that, let me go back to the chat real quick. Jerry said, yes, he did. He probably saying that because of Shuck. You know what I'm saying? But much respect to you, OG. Charlie Smith, yeah, Charlie Smith is that dude, OG. He is that dude. Charlie Smith doing big things, man. He doing major big things for us. If they don't like it, then suck it and like it. Exactly, OG. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my dog, Mick Swag, in the building. He just came through. What up, Swag? Good to see you in the chat, brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm just reviewing the Saints sweep. You know what I'm saying? The sweep on the Carolina Panthers. You know what I mean? But yeah, Tyler Shuck gets my game ball in this one. You know what I mean? And also my another game ball, Charlie Smith. Charlie Smith, man, that game-winning field goal. Shout out to Charlie Smith. Charlie Smith doing big things as our kicker. This little short time that he got in there to be our kicker. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not sure if y'all saw Charlie Smith after he kicked that field goal. The field goal wasn't even much all the way in. He just once he kicked it, he just started flexing on Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Right to him. You know what I'm saying? Say, we got us one. Dude got a little spunk. Little spunk game. He got some swag. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Charlie Smith though, man, on that game winning field goal and just doing his job. You know what I'm saying? He is way better than Blake Grupe. Way better than Blake Grupe. You know what I'm saying? So even though, look, I heard Blake Grupe hit a 60-yarder in the Colts game the other day. They still lost, but he still hit a 60-yard. I say, why he couldn't do that here? Why he couldn't do that here? You know what I'm saying? I'm guessing that he really didn't want to be here. You know what I'm saying? And they gave him the captain badge before the season. Captain my ass. Shit. But anyway, but that's Blake Grupe. We don't Blake Grupe. So we in the Charlie Smith era right now. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Charlie Smith. You know what I mean? But I got another game ball I gotta give out. Chase Young. Chase Young on that last drive, him showing up, doing this job, got that sack on Bryce Young, and then the next play he stopped him on converting a first down on the third down play. Chase Young, man, he playing big right now. He playing big right now. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna need more of that out of Chase Young going forward into the future. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's what it is, y'all. Chase Young, Charlie Smith, and Tyler Shuck. You know what I'm saying? All three of those cats gets my game ball. But I gotta give a shout out to the others that really stepped up, man. Chris Olave. Hey, he played big in the game. Shout out to Devon Valley. You know what I'm saying? Devon Valley doing some big things. You know what I'm saying? The last couple of weeks, he really getting involved with the offense. I was hoping that he would have got involved early in the season. I don't know why Kellen Moore waited so long to involve this man. You know what I'm saying? But I hope that his shoulder injury ain't too serious. So hopefully that he can play next game. You know what I'm saying? But if not, we got him next year. So I ain't really tripping. But like I said, I hope his injury is not too serious. You know what I mean? So shout out to Chris Olave, Devon Valley, and shout out to Devin Neal. I hope his hamstring injury ain't too serious either, man. He really been stepping up as our lead backs since Kamara been out. You know what I'm saying? So I hope Kamara come back soon. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people like we should get another running back and just let Kamara walk. You know what I mean? But Kamara got another year on his contract, so I'm still all in on Alvin Kamara. I know he 30 years old right now. I know running backs don't last too long in this league, so but I think Kamara got like at least about 3 years left in him at least. You know what I mean? But that's just me saying that he probably think he can play more than that. I mean, if he think he can play more than that, I mean, hey, God bless. You know what I mean? But Devin Neal doing big things, and shout out to the other running backs though, Estime and Evan Hall, man, because they really been stepping up. They really stepped up after Devin Neal went down with a hamstring injury. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to them. And shout out to our defense, man. Like I said, Chase Young did his thing. Demario Davis. And I think Kool-Aid really did some nice things too. You know what I'm saying? Kool-Aid did some nice things. And who else had a nice game, y'all? I think Pete Werner had a nice game too. You know what I'm saying? But it was just a great game by our defense. And our defense really showing up and showing out. You know what I'm saying? But that's thanks to Brandon Staley. I know a lot of people been giving a lot of shit to Brandon Staley, but Brandon Staley really got these boys playing hard. You know what I'm saying? I think our defense ranked like what 11th or 12th in the league right now. I think so. That's huge. That's huge, and we doing our jobs. We containing these running backs. We containing these wide receivers. You know what I'm saying? We on our game right now. You know what I mean? But let me get to the chat one time. I know I'm just rambling. Hold up. Smith got moxie. Yeah, he do got moxie, Swag. You're right. He got a whole lot of moxie. Jerry said absolutely. Swag said, I didn't realize till today the defense was that high ranked, almost top 10. Yeah, total defense. Yeah, they like I think they're 11 right now. I want to say either 11 or 12. You know what I mean? So that's big. That's big, and that's thanks to Brandon Staley. So I guess people gotta just stop giving Brandon Staley a whole lot of shit. You know what I mean? He doing his job. You know what I mean? Yeah, we gotta use Kamara in situation football. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Swag. We gotta use him in situation football because Kamara is like that main weapon for us on offense. Cause we still gonna need Kamara on this team, man. So people gotta just stop saying like we gotta get rid of Kamara in the offseason. I'm like, I mean, I could still see us get another running back probably in the draft, probably. I mean, I'm hearing a lot of Jeremiah Love. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if he's there, he's there. We can get him. You know what I mean? But I ain't really tripping on that right now. We're in a now. So I think the Saints got like the seventh. I think we're at the seventh pick right now in the draft selection right now. So it all depends what we're gonna do with that pick. But I say just get the best player available because right now we got our quarterback. We got our quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So we just got to surround him with weapons. We got to put better protection around him. Like we gotta. I said this last week. We gotta find a way to get Cesar Ruiz off this team. You know what I'm saying? It's a must. We gotta get him off this team. Sign a veteran to replace Cesar Ruiz, and just get some more weapons. Get another wide receiver. Get another tight end. Even though Jawan Johnson really balling the last month or so, like the last 5-6 games. You know what I'm saying? Because the connection with Tyler Shuck and Chris Olave and now Jawan Johnson, it's like it's outstanding right now to see. You know what I mean? So if Jawan Johnson can keep playing like that, he can be a valuable asset in our offense, which he has been. He has been these last couple games. So shout out to Jawan. But we got to add more wide receivers, another tight end, and on defense, man, we need probably another pass rush, probably another pass rush, and maybe another safety, probably. I mean, I know we still got Julian Blackman on the team. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, if we opt to get another safety, like I don't know, but it all depends at this point. But our defense really playing some outstanding football though right now. So never could have too many backs. You're right. You're right. And you know when Sean Payton was here, he had so many backs on his team. Like he had Reggie Bush, Pierre Thomas, Lionel Hamilton, Mike Bell. He had ran all of them. You know what I'm saying? So and then Mark Ingram came in. Then he had Darren Sproles. Man, I miss them days, y'all. I know y'all miss it. I miss Darren Sproles was my dude, man. Like for real, Darren Sproles was that guy. And I was real excited, like when we had signed him after we had traded Reggie Bush to Miami that day. You know what I'm saying? We had came right on in and signed Darren Sproles that day. You know what I mean? But it's in the past now. We're in the now though, so it is what it is. Swag said, I might owe Jawan Johnson an apology. I was on. You're not the only one, Swag. You're not the only one. I was on his ass almost every week, the early portion of the season. So I'ma say it now. Jawan Johnson, man, I apologize, dog. I apologize to you. You know what I'm saying? You really been balling. You know what I mean? So I gotta salute you. I gotta salute you because you really been playing some good football, man. And you've been catching everything that Tyler Shuck been throwing to you. I don't think you dropped a pass. I don't know since I can't remember the last time you dropped a pass. You really been balling though. So shout out to you. Jerry said, indeed, Mick. Mick Swagger said, what you think about getting another linebacker? I was thinking that too, Swag. We probably do need another linebacker. You know what I'm saying? I like DeMario. I think we're gonna re-sign DeMario for probably like another 2 years after the season. At least that's what I think. And I think Danny Stutzman. I really love Danny Stutzman, what he doing on the field. So and Pete Werner been doing some nice things too. But I'm not I'm not sure with him next to DeMario though. It's crazy though. It's like it's hard. It's hard pressing right now for me. But I'm with you though. We probably do need another linebacker. I like all these cats that we got right now. And the with Danny Stutzman though, Danny Stutzman, I think he gonna replace Pete Werner at some point. And Pete Werner might be. I'm not sure what Pete Werner contract looking like right now. I'm not sure he signed a long term deal with us or if his contract up this season. I might have to do some intel on that later on and see what his contract like. You know what I mean? But we probably might have to get another linebacker though. And but we really need another wide receiver. We need somebody. We need a speedster wide receiver. We need somebody to replace Rashid Shaheed. And I miss Rashid Shaheed over here. You know what I'm saying? But salute to Rashid Shaheed doing big things in Seattle. But we need to find another speedster to replace Rashid Shaheed on this team. I know we got Mason Tipton on the team. I understand that, but I still think we need another guy, like another guy that could go and uh, fit in on our offense. That's what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? Give us some continuity in our offense. So we need another speedster on our offense like ASAP. So it's a must. We need to look into that in the offseason. Jerry says, so was I? Oh, so was I. I was on Jawan Johnson. My apologies too. Everybody apologizing for Jawan Johnson. But like you said, best player available, we kind of in a situation where we don't have to reach for a play. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? It's all like best player available, like when we pick. You know what I'm saying? If it's a linebacker, a wide receiver, running back, you know what I'm saying? Whoever it may be, you know what I'm saying? Just best player available at this point. Because right now, I still want us to be competitive with these last 3 games. You know what I mean? I don't want us laying down for nobody. Nobody. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to say it with my chest. We the best 4-10 team in the league. Yeah, I'm saying it with my chest. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can shuck with us. Nobody can shuck with us. We the shucking best. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying, though. But, man, I think that's all I got for y'all for today, though, man. You know, I'm still celebrating. I'm still sweeping like Jerry said. Jerry said he's still sweeping since Sunday, since we beat the Panthers. I'm still sweeping, too. You know what I mean? So, but our next game will be against the New York Jets on Sunday. They going through it too. They just fired their defensive coordinator after the game. I forgot who they faced, but I know they got blown out, and I think they lost their cornerback too. So Aaron Glenn in his first year, he going through it in his first season with the Jets. So, but the Saints need to just take advantage of that. But they better not lay down against the Jets. Y'all know how we always be laying down against bad teams like the Jets. You know what I'm saying? Watch the Jets gonna show up against us, and we just gonna lay down and lay an egg. You know what I'm saying? I hope that's not the case on Sunday. We better not lay an egg. We better not. It's a must we take advantage of the Jets coming in and just pounce on their ass when they come through. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not sure if the game is here though. If the game is here, y'all let me know in the chat. If the game here or is it away? Y'all let me know. I gotta look at it. But all in all, y'all, that's all I got for y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, shout out to the Pelicans, too. The Pelicans, they on the 2-game winning streak, too. They beat the Portland Trail Blazers the other night, and they beat the Bulls on Sunday. So they riding high, too. I think they got 4 wins under their belt. 4 or 5 wins. I can't remember how many wins they got. But they doing big things, too. So shout out to the Pelicans, man. But they still got a lot of work to do to catch up. I think they like 4-22, 5-22 on the season. So it's a work in progress, though. It is what it is with that. But shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all for coming through, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably be back hopefully next Monday to recap the Jets game. You know what I'm saying? So and shout out to my fantasy league. I'm eliminated in my fantasy right now. I forgot who's in the championship game or whatnot. I think it's Hurricane Mike and I think it's Big Zach of the RFS Saints podcast. I think. Shout out to Big Zach if y'all ain't subscribed to his channel. You know what I mean? But that's all I got for y'all, man. Oh, mix. All right, it's a home game. All right, appreciate you, Swag. That Queen kid is that Queen, Derek Queen, he a baller, man. He a baller. I really like watching Derek Queen, man. Derek Queen and Jeremiah Fears. Jeremiah Fears, he was balling on the Bulls on the other night. You know what I'm saying? So we got some pieces on this team. We just probably got to build around those two cats. You know what I'm saying? And with Zion, though, Zion came back too the other night. I think he had finished with like 13 points or whatnot. I think, but with Zion, man, I'm still on the fence with Zion. I'm tired of him being unavailable. You know what I mean? So I think I had enough of Zion. You know what I'm saying? I think it's probably time for us to just get some for him and just trade him somewhere. You know what I mean? But we'll see. We'll see what Joe Dumars doing in the offseason, what he gonna do at the trade deadline if we be active. You know what I mean? But family, man, that's all, man. That's all I got for y'all. You know what I mean? So Big Jerry, man, shout out to you for coming in here every week. Shout out to you, Mixed Wagon. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all, man. Much love to y'all. You know what I mean? Jerry, I'll holler at you on the Jono Barnes show later on tonight. You know what I mean? And Mixed Wagon, you in the building, I'll holler at you too. You know what I mean? I must do a voicemail or text to Jono Barnes, man. I'm going to have to try to do one before he comes on, if he get to my voicemail. But family, man, look. That's all we got, man. Damn, no more. Time is tight. That's the end of the show. So on y'all way out, hit that like button, share, and subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? And make sure you tell your family, your friends, your neighbors, people you work with, people you go to church with. You see random people rocking Saints gear, Pelican gear. Tell them to come through and subscribe to the Nola Child podcast because we here and we ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So, but look, I'm not a true podcaster. I'm just a passionate fan. I'm just a regular cat that's just a passionate fan of the New Orleans Saints and the New Orleans Pelicans. Doing this is just a bonus. You know what I'm saying? I ain't choose to get in this game. The game chose me. So, but family, man, y'all could just follow me on X, aka Twitter, Category 84. Follow me on Instagram, Category 84, Category 84, and follow the Nola Child podcast on Instagram as well. I am on Threads too. So follow me on Threads, Category 84, and follow the Nola Child podcast on Threads as well. And look, family, I'm trying to reach that 100 subscribers. I don't think I'm gonna get it now. I think we're like 2 weeks out before the year's out. You know what I'm saying? So don't look like I'm gonna hit 100 subscribers before the year's out. But I think I'm at 87 subscribers right now. So can I get to 90 subscribers? You know what I'm saying? I'm not asking for too much, but can I get to 90 subscribers before the year's out? You know what I'm saying? So just make sure y'all share this on all social media platforms. You know what I'm saying? Get the word out, man. The Nola Child podcast. We here, man. This is not just a podcast. This is a movement. You know what I'm saying? We the shucking best. You know what I'm saying? Believe that. You know what I mean? I'm not the shucking best. I'm still a rookie in this game. You know what I'm saying? 1 year in. You know what I mean? But I'm the best in my opinion. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, y'all. But I know y'all still talking in the chat. Hold on. Jerry C, yes sir. Jerry C. I'll be there on Jono and NFC South round. I forgot about the NFC South roundtable. I gotta be on. I'm gonna check you out on NFC roundtable too, Jerry. Know what I mean? Jerry C, we'll get you there. I appreciate you, Jerry, man. All you do coming through, you know what I'm saying? My first subscriber since I started this, man. You know what I mean? So shout out to you, Big Jerry, man. Much love to you. But family though, look, I will be back hopefully next Monday. You know what I mean? To recap the Jets game, you know what I mean? Hopefully it's another dub. Let's push this win streak to 3, and let's keep shucking on them, man. Let's keep shucking it up. You know what I mean? Look, if y'all ain't down with Tyler Shuck as our franchise quarterback of the future and going forward, I got 2 words for y'all. Shuck it. You know what I mean? But family, look, I will be back next week, same time, same place, right here in the Chop Shop. So y'all stay up, be safe, and be blessed. It's the Chop. Who that? Flock up. Let's chop it up.